Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Attorney Commander J.R. Galpohkpa Chesson talk show. Today is December the 15th. Let me put my topics up before I start my show. As we rise this morning, first of all, I want to ask you to make your donations. I need some cash. I need to get this show continually flowing. Check my website, chessonworld.net, www.chessonworld.net, and you'll see the spaces there for ads. I can put your ad up there. Call the number there and inquire about our ad prices. And make sure, for you who don't want ads, make your donations so I can improve my productions. As you can see, I don't sit down and let time fly when we need to advance with technology in the world today. So don't feel bad. Don't feel jealous. Don't be a hater. Don't try to put things in your way to stop supporting me, to say, oh, he this, he that. Every criminal in our country needs to be investigated and interrogated. From Ellen Johnson's salary down. Our monies can't just be getting missing. Our people can't be dying. Okay? So, and for you, my African Americans and African American people, not African American, my African Americans and American people, you got to support too, because I speak on issues that concern all of us. Okay? Let's get into my topic this morning. My first topic: congratulations, President and Vice President elect Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, two are Liberia's leaders. Liberians? I want to know this too. Maybe some of y'all want to know this too. And three, President George Weah must resign. Take Claire and leave Liberia and go. Okay? Now let's get into my lesson. My first topic. This morning, I got up and heard the result from the Electoral College yesterday and how people try to disturb the voters throughout the United States of America. In every state, people had to hide their voters, make them sneak in the doors, secret doors. Some of them were wearing bulletproof vests to stop the opponents and supporters of Donald Trump from disrupting, hurting, insulting, or trying to do any illegal, unlawful, disgusting acts as they have been to disturb the processes of the electoral colleges throughout the United States of America. And to tell you the truth, although I'm happy to see that Americans secured our democratic process and ensured both Republicans and Democrats ensured that the win of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris was free and fair and should be and is the official record of this presidential election in America. It is historical. It is definitely a resounding voice of the American people that our constitutional democracy is our choice And no one man, no king, no monarch, no oligarch, no family that feel they're superior to other people and can lead the great United States of America. Can redirect, change our constitutional processes of democracy in every state and throughout the Federal Republic of America. So this was a great, great, great relief to my soul. Not even my person, my soul. That evil, racism, greed, and corruption in the United States of America that was and is exhibited through President Donald Trump, who is the poster boy representing hate, racism, bigotry, and every evil thing in the United States of America, was successfully overthrown by the people acting in unison on their convictions of our constitutional democracy. Bravo! Bravo! Bravo, America! We cannot become people like Russia and Kim who want to go down to being those kind of people, where we have our almighty leader. People in Russia and Korea fighting to get out of those countries. Why we want to care ourselves there to have little Junior Trump and little Era Trump and little Ivanka Trump running around like they own America? Who run those little children running around our country thinking that they own something and their daddy don't own nothing? Just deceiving us and robbing us with our eyes wide open. I never believed this could happen in America. And what is even worse, I never believed that the Republicans will follow one man and do everything in their power to overturn the electoral process of our country. Free and fair process. Jesus Christ owned this nation. And all you false Christians, evangelists, and all the people coming supporting one man to overthrow God's democracy. You are a disgrace to Christianity. You are a disgrace to freedom. You are a disgrace to liberty. You are a disgrace to humanity. All of you are nothing but greed-filled people, and God will punish every one of your families individually. I don't want the Lord to punish you. I want God, Jesus Christ, who gave us this system of democracy to free the world of dictators, of oppressors, of evil men who just want to live on greed and the debts of other people. God gave us this democracy to show people a better way, a more Christian way. Do unto others as you will have them do unto you. Then you'll let one greedy, egotistic, deceitful, lying man take over our country. Lies, no morals, and you'll know it time and again, but for greed and power and racism, you gave America to this man, and y'all wanted to overturn the election, the free and fair election of the American people. Donald Trump is the greatest loser ever in American history. He wasn't trying to prove that he was a winner. No. He was shamed because he's never lost. And poor Joe Biden, poor sleepy Joe Biden, Poor, weak Joe Biden, poor basement-ridden Joe Biden came out of his basement and whipped Donald Trump like a little baby. All that big mouth, all that arrogance, all that we own the land stuff you Republicans that to carry on like you own the land. All that thing got to come to an end. You people got to be held accountable for your corruption, for your stealing, for your massive evils, just like any other American citizen. You people are not better than us. And whether you own the land or not, you got to account for your actions, for your duties and responsibilities under our Constitution and laws. America can't be like Liberia. And it has been like Liberia for too long. Why you think all the corruption in my country, we took it from this country. We took it from America. And if America is this corrupt and won't follow one man, Donald Trump is the epitome of corruption, of unconstitutional leadership, of deception, of lies, and evil under the Christian God we serve. It's evil. You can't kill people, especially your black people, and try to enslave us again because your fathers have written books and volumes of books telling you how to enslave black people. You think Jesus Christ, all the books Jesus Christ wrote, Jesus Christ never wrote any book anyway. His disciples did. His disciples did. And that why we still question some of its teachings. But for believers, we know that Jesus existed. We can feel it. And for the miracles he has done in our lives, we know it. So when you deceitful Christians come out and talking stupidness to deceive us and make us follow Satan under the guise of the name of Jesus Christ, only the fools, the low lives, and the non-Christians, or the Christians who are lukewarm and don't know nothing about Christianity, will follow evil men of deception, lies, greed, corruption, and treachery. And Jesus spoke to us. All the men that are blessed in America stood up against evil. Even Bill Barr came to his senses in the night. Something slapped him. Wake up! You can't be doing this. You've done enough. You destroyed our country. Now wake up and tell Donald Trump this election is free and fair. You cannot follow evil to the degradation of your very soul. So Barr woke up with an epiphany. Oh, Lord. Oh no. The election was free and fair. No. I can't say that, brother. I said everything else for you. I said I lied. I beat down the system. I changed the Mueller report. I did everything for you. But to say this election, the people will kill me. No, the people will kill me. I gotta live. I don't care to put me in jail after this, but to kill me and my family? No. It was free and fair. So Trump said, well, you got to make up your mind how you want to check out, or I will fire you. He said, just give me a few days. I'll be out of here. So Barr will be out of here, what, today the 15th? Oh, Lord, before Christmas? Before 10 days? Gosh. That's a roller coaster ride out of the government, man. Okay, but anyway, so we see people, strong Americans, Republicans, are coming to their senses now and saying, no, this is just too much. This man has gone to every court in the United States of America and his cases have been thrown out and lambasted as disgusting with no evidence. You think this is some Russian country? You just comes and say, I feel it. The comrade feels it. So let the party vote. on the comrades feeling, no, this ain't no Russian country, brother. You better come with laws and evidence. Yeah, our system is a little crooked too in this country. Our legal system is a little crooked too. Sometimes very crooked in the interest of black people. We know it, but at least they stood up against the real evil of black men, the real evil and destroyer of the black people and race, the killer of black babies. Yep, they got rid of him. They told him he lied. It's time to check out. They were tired with his shenanigans too. What kind of precedent this for 4 years? We just been living in hate and yelling and calling other people racist, and not racist, but calling them get out of our country. What kind of country you own in this place, here, you man? Eh? What kind of country Europeans, Eastern Europeans, and all of that own in this country? I want to see this thing that Donald Trump owns in the country. You steal the people's money all your life and put in your name or what? Does that make you a real man? Is that thing gonna last you? It ain't gonna last you, because New York gonna start taking your name down off of everything. And you better run, because your children, some of them going to jail. They're going to jail. You can't insult our officials of government and disrespect the leadership of the United States of America and think you some big shot son you will get away with it. My American children, our country is better than Africa. Our country is the most advanced country in the world today. And if we do not have true law and order in our country, then all of this you're going through is still a sham. And some of us got to speak. Rodney Chesson got to talk. Talk. Rodney Chesson got to talk. I ain't no damn slip. I got to talk. My children, we got to talk. For us immigrants, who people just think they can step on us and we ain't got no rights. And our African American brothers still fighting for themselves. They don't know whether they're black or Africans or what yet. So we need real Africans, real immigrants who know our rights under the United States of American laws to stand up and speak for our people like real men. So even though Joe Biden is the victor and Donald Trump is the loser and his partisans are failures, following this man through every court in America to overturn the electoral process. And not only that, then going falsifying documents, committing criminal acts to ensure that the electoral processes in the various states are overturned through deception and lies and criminal behaviors. These people need to be punished. Americans who try to falsify documents and lied and did any unlawful things to overturn the electoral college's procedure must be dealt with under the Constitution and laws to the fullest extent. And even the Supreme Court that this criminal president we got today appointed refused to accept the case because it was frivolous, useless, and full of pure BS. And the Supreme Court threw it out. And they still pissed off. The racists are still pissed off. The greedy, corrupt people are still pissed off and running to use corruption, deception, lies to overturn the Electoral College's vote. What has happened to American people with Donald Trump? What has happened to decency, to law and order, to civilization with Donald Trump? A president who says he can kill himself in the middle of an American street and nobody will do anything to him, and tries to prove it by trying to overturn the government of the Republic of the United States of America. This is treason, pure treason. And Donald Trump must face the consequences or lose every penny he has. He and his family must, their company, their foundation must be broken up and taken by the American people. Donald Trump must go from this government a poor, corrupt, disgusted criminal, impeached president forever. And no American Republicans who want to repent ever stand up for this man again. Your households will crumble and fall to the ground on your heads. Aluta continua. Jesus Christ has given you the message. Don't mess with Christianity and the path of true Christians. I'm not a holy man, but our holy men have failed us. And Christians of all walks of life, from the slum and all, must stand up with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to condemn the acts of Republicans and especially of President Donald Trump, the symbol of evil, hate, racism, and corruption in the United States of America. Free America! Free America! Free America! Now! Let me take a break, then we'll get into my second lesson. Thank you. My Liberian people, my second lesson, are Liberia's leaders Liberians? This is a serious question that all of us must take into serious consideration. Excuse me. Into serious consideration. Why? Because the leaders of our country are ignorant. All of them. Some of the things they say are so bizarre and stupid. You wonder how the Liberian people can elect these kind of buffoons to lead our country. Some of them have no concept of the fact that they are leaders of a nation. Some of them are so blind to their own duties and responsibilities. Their thinking betrays the Liberian people, not their actions, just their thinking betrays the Liberian people. Because when you repose your trust and confidence into these people, which is an abstract act, because nobody can really pick up their trust physically and put it in you. So it's abstract. It's symbolic. It's divine. When we take our trust and put it in you and say, you are our leaders, we trust you. We hope that you will do the best thing. Now we even hope, we know and believe you will do the best thing for us. Then when our leaders are so ignorant, careless and reckless with our lives and our developmental process and living and everything, it comes back to haunt all of us. It comes back to impact upon all of us who depend on the useless people because they have no vision and no idea or ideas of lifting up their own lives. How would they think about lifting up our people's lives? This is the problem. We're all educated on vision. I don't know how to say, lack people who lack vision. Okay, these kind of people are harmful to our nation. They are harmful to our nation because when you don't have the ability to look into your own actions and compare it to other people in the same other countries you come to and talk about all the time, America, America. If you don't have the insight to compare your thinking with thinking of leaders in this country and see how they build their country, how they develop their country, how they think about their people first. Many of them, not all of them. Donald Trump didn't do that. Donald Trump is the most corrupt and evil president in America. But many, almost all of our leaders today have some empathy about the plight of our people. But all Liberian leaders are just like Donald Trump. And then it's not because they're wealthy. It's just because they're ignorant. They are educated ignoramuses. Now, let me give you an example. I watched Gali's show this morning telling us that he was leaving Liberia and going to Kenya. And on the flight was Edwin Snow, the newly elected senator of Liberia from Birmingham County and a previous representative for the past 15 years from where he was from. I don't know where that man was from, somewhere in Maserado County or somewhere there. Yeah, y'all know your senator. But yet this man newly elected again for another 9 years and traveling on the plane with Gali. And when the plane is over Ghana, Gali sees the lit up Ghana, how beautiful it looks, how different it looks from Liberia. Because when you come from a land of darkness, when you're in the air, you see one candle light, or you can count the lights in the air when the plane is taking off. Oh yes, I see yet a mansion like that, that 3 lights there, and yet a Senate there, 1 light, and yet a Duke there, no light, and yet other place. You can point to those places in the air and see what all got light in Liberia. And I tell you, and I count more than 10 lights. But when you get to Ghana and see the whole country lit, not with 60-watt bulbs, because the country that the light in Liberia, all of them from Danny also, 60 watts, 70 watts, and not even reaching 100 watts. But when you're landing in a country, you see 100 watts, 200 watts shining. You can go blind from the plane. Then he turns to Edwin Snow, our senator and past representative, who is going on for 18 years now in Liberian House of Legislature. He turned to him, he said, but Snow, look how the country lit. Then the representative tells him, the newly elected tenant, they're not waiting on you. Who is your? This is the statement of a representative who has served Liberia for 15 years, and we have not developed. He just been elected for another 9 years to be senator. And he's landing in a foreign African country that Liberia used to be better off than. And he's landing into Ghana and seeing all the lights and things and telling Gali that the Ghanaians now waiting on Liberians. Do you people love Liberia? Are your senators and president and legislators, all the people, do you love Liberia? The man comparing a African country with Liberia that been in existence way longer than this country. Although we had a war, We still had the opportunity to enlighten our country, to lighten up our country, to start some kind of educational process. But everybody's stealing the damn money. How can we do everything? Then the greatest rogue for 15 years under Ellie. No, this man was there from Ellie. These are the people who have enjoyed our country since the war. This man was under Ellie. He was a big man under Ellie. Now he come, the Liberian people voted him again. You see how we recycle the same rogues, and these people are the richest people in our society, and still asking us, still telling us other countries now waiting for us. And they're the people leading us, stealing our money, corrupting our minors, betraying our society. I cry for my people. I can't continue to work towards change in my country. I just got to teach my young children. And this is what I've dedicated my time to, educating my children. Because our older people are idiots, ignoramuses, and just as dumb as the president of Liberia, George Weah. So let me move on. Let me take a break. Then I'll move on to my next topic, because Liberian people are hard to learn and quick to forget. I hear most of my, for peace sake, Liberian people talking about if George Weah changes, if he does better, we'll vote for him. We'll forgive him. There's no forgiving for George Weah. We got millions of dollars stolen, unaccounted for. Our people were killed. Our Liberian patriots working in the cause of the Liberian people were killed to conceal the stealing of George Weah. He refused to account for this. We have not heard from this government on the killings and the missing people in our country. And every day we sit down, they're killing our babies. They just killed a little boy yesterday. Look at the slaughter that little boy. Look at the slaughter that little baby. And every day you're talking about voting these people in. How you will vote George Weah back into government? How can we ignore the massive stealing this man have committed? How will we ignore the unaccountable and uninvestigated deaths of our children and other people of decency in our country? Look at that boy up in Bon County, Chris, the reporter. How they try to disgrace that man, his family, saying that he's a good rogue. These are the kind of people leading us. If they do this kind of thing, what do you think they will do to us? And now the Liberian people are standing up to these people. They're coming back now and trying to submit to the laws. But they got to be punished. They got to be punished. When you had the chance to lead the Liberian people, you misused that opportunity and took it to enrich yourself. Took it to do things that were unlawful because you had power. Now in 3 years, the Liberian people have turned against you because of your evil, corrupt, murderous ways. Then you want to come back and say we must forgive these same people if they change their ways, how can a monkey change its ways? How can an old dog that been practicing something since Hector was a pup change its ways? Your broadcaster was there talking how McGill or McGee is sick. This man has a stroke. People believing you out of the country. Prophet Key told us that. And they've been trying to keep it silent, and newspaper not reporting on it. These are the deceitful elements in our society. Where there is smoke, there is fire. And if our reporters are not going to find out what's with the smoke that may blow up in the fire, you're just as bad as the criminals and the rogues that starting these fires. So what we're going to stand again in our world? People will just tea for us time to time. We just forgave rules, come with a peace sector to cover up the corruption. So when we see people will have sympathy for us too. Is this how we're going to run our country forever, forever, forever? George Weah must resign. George Weah is the most criminal element in Liberian culture and society. This is the most disgusting regime that ever ruled Liberia, and these people must account for it. He and Jamaican wife must account for the actions in Liberia. And if Claire Weah didn't have the right to vote in Liberia, she must be accounted, she must be prosecuted to account for her actions in our country. She know no Liberian can just go to Jamaica and vote. No, it will never happen whether you marry Jamaica or not. You will never vote like that. The people got their laws that they respect more than the Republic of fucking preacher Liberia. And if y'all don't stand up and act the real men and women of the West African Republic of Liberia, we'll continue selling our country for trinkets like you sold it in 1822. Aluta! Continua. And when they buy it, it's for them. We ain't going to take it for them. When they buy your property, we'll respect that right because you native people have no consciousness of what is yours and what is to be given away. You just sell everything. And we don't care about people who don't understand their own destiny. But everything they get, they got to sell. The time of the Liberian people is now. My young Liberian children, I try to educate y'all so y'all don't be like our parents, our traditional parents, who can just be fooled and be seized because of their greed for everything shining and looking good, but they don't know whether it's good or cheap. They just buy everything that looks shiny like trinkets. We cannot continue on this path of selling our country for useless materials. We can't have leaders that are the true criminals among us, and we never punish them. But we all do for peace sake, so that when we or our relatives become rogues too, they'll be forgiven. Is this the path we're going to take our country and people on into the next millennium? Is this how our country want to remain and stay a third world nation with all roads where we can't bring good cars and where Attorney Commander Chesson will not come to live? Is this what you want to be? Go ahead, my people. I cannot come down to bend your hairs down in the water, in the spring of living waters for you to drink. You want to drink in the mud? Knock yourselves up. Attorney Commander J.R. Galpohkpa Chesson of the West African Republic of Liberia class is done. And he is not a miracle worker. He is just a mere teacher, advocate, and activist for his people who want to learn and follow the truth. Have a good day, my people. Attorney Commander Chesson is out.